guys, it's Erin Brenthouse from the Wildflowers creative team, and this week our theme is icicles, frost, and snowflakes. Today we're going to do a really cool design that's a mix of matte and shiny, really creating a frozen look. I can't wait for you guys to see this. Let's jump right in.
Check out the final look of these nails. There's such a cool mixture of matte, shiny, chrome, clear, gel polish. I just love how they came out. Begin with Thunder. This is the Wildflowers gray gel polish. It's a gorgeous gray color. We're going to apply the gel polish straight out of the bottle using the brush, but we're only going to apply it to the top half of the nail, leaving like a horizontal line as a marcation. Is that a word? Marcation. So we just put it like, as you know, not too thick. We want a nice thin coat. And we're not going to cure that. We're just going to apply it nice and evenly. Then we're going to go in with the Wildflowers Clear Bloom Gel. This is such an awesome way to get the ombre background that we're looking for. I don't know where I came up with this idea. Maybe I had seen it before. I don't think I had. I suddenly just thought to myself to try this, to try to ombre the gray gel polish, the Thunder, into a clear base at the tip. So I was like, ooh, I'm going to try the Bloom Gel. And this really works beautifully. I was so happy with the results. I can't wait for you guys to try this. All you need is to line up that Bloom Gel like you just saw that I did. I applied it to the bottom half of the nail, almost touching the gray, but not touching it. And now I'm grabbing the Wildflowers ombre brush. This is the perfect way to just bring some of the gray gel polish down into the Bloom Gel to start blooming. The first step is to just touch with the tips of your brush very, very gently into the gray polish and just make sure that it starts to touch the Bloom Gel. Bring those two lines together. And make sure to wipe off your brush in between. That's what I'm doing out of frame here. I should have showed you guys, but I'm just using a lint-free wipe. And I'm wiping off my brush. I haven't cured this yet. And I'm going back in with a completely dry brush to do the same motion again. This time I'm going higher up into Thunder, into that gray gel polish, and I'm bringing it down by patting really, really gently and moving downwards into the clear Bloom Gel. And if I see any marks of gray, I'm just moving my ombre brush back and forth to just even that out and make sure that it starts to bloom. The Bloom Gel really takes, it has a really cool effect. It takes the gel polish and spreads it around. So wherever you're touching, it's going to start spreading and it's going to create a beautiful ombre. I wiped my brush one more time and I'm just going in again. This is all still the first layer. I have not cured this yet. You really want to take your time and blend it in a really gentle way if you're going for clear. And that looks good to me, so I'm going to pop that in the light. Now, all we're going to do is the same exact thing again. We're going to go back in with the Thunder gel polish, apply it to the top half of the nail, in a nice, thin, even coat, just like you would when you apply regular gel polish. And this time we're going to go a little bit further down than the original line that we did. So we're going to go a little further into the parts that we had already ombre'd into the Bloom Gel. Now, gently grab your Bloom Gel again and apply it to the clear part of the nail without touching the line of gray, but almost touching it. You want to make sure to not contaminate. If you get any gray or gel polish on your Bloom Gel brush, that's okay. Just wipe it off before you put it back in the bottle so you don't contaminate your Bloom Gel. It's as easy as that. Go back in with the ombre brush and start blending these two together like we did with our first layer. First step, make sure you attach the polish. Make sure they're touching by just gently just tapping it. Tap, tap, tap. It's super easy. Just take your time. Tap going higher up into the gray and bringing it down into the clear. Go from thunder to bloom, and keep wiping off your brush if you have an excess amount of gel on the ombre brush building up. Whenever you see me put down my nail, that's what I'm doing. I just happen to do it off camera. So my brush is dry. I go back in and I keep working the gray gel polish into the bloom gel. It creates such a soft, perfect ombre into clear. I really love how this turned out. But this is just the beginning. Wait till you guys see how cool this looks when we chrome it. So all I'm going to do now is pop this in the light, make sure that I like how it's bloomed. I sat it on the table for a few seconds before curing. Now grab the Wildflowers metallic top coat and apply a nice thin layer so that we can chrome right into this surface. Today I decided to go with a electric green color shifting chrome from Wildflowers. Sorry that I'm a little bit off frame now. I'm just applying my metallic top coat. But I did decide for this nail demo to do it in electric green. But if you look at my fingers on my whole hand once it's done, I've used all different chromes for each nail. I use the electric green chrome, I use the gunmetal chrome, I use the blue color shifting chrome. They're all gorgeous. But for this nail, we're going to use the electric green. And once I have grabbed the world's greatest applicators, all I have to do is dip into that chrome and rub it straight into the metallic top coat that we've already cured on this nail. This stuff is gorgeous. Wait till you see how it transforms. I just love the way the green nails turned out in this set. So just gently dip in and rub it into the surface of the nail. Look at that. So green. I love it. It looks like an alien. It's super frosty. I just love it. It came out so cool over that thunder gel polish. And then the tip of the nail is even more special. It's so gorgeous at the bottom, just over that clear tip. When you move your nails in the light, you see that hint of green chrome in there. They're stunning. Wipe off the excess with your glove or with the backside of the applicator. And then we're going to top coat that with another thin layer of the metallic top coat just to seal it in before we go in with a matte after that. So just a nice thin layer. That's the beauty of the metallic top coat, is that you can use it almost like as a sandwich. Have it in between all the layers just to always make sure that it doesn't add any extra bulk to your nail, but it'll perfectly seal in your chrome and protect it without the matte top coat grabbing those particles into the suspension layer. So just do a nice thin layer, pop that in the light and grab your matte top coat. We're going to apply a nice layer of matte top coat, and then we're going to have the final effect of this nail, which just brings everything to life. Look how gorgeous this is when it's shiny. It looks super different when it's matte. It looks a lot more icy. So depending on what look you're going for, you can leave this nail shiny, or you could do the following couple steps and bring it to a whole other level of glacial wonderfulness. So I'm just applying my matte top coat over the metallic top coat and curing it. And now take a little bit of metallic top coat and put it on your little silicone palette. Just put a tiny bit down. You don't need much at all. And grab that ombre brush that we used earlier. You don't need too many tools or supplies today. You're going to use the same brush for everything. Now we're going to drag our brush in the metallic top coat, but creating like a really dry brush effect. We do not want a lot of product on our brush. I'm wiping out all the excess. I have like barely anything on my brush. And I'm going to take that really cool matte nail that we've just cured. Look how cool that is when it's matte. I just love that. We're going to swipe it really gently at a 90-degree angle. Do you see the way I'm holding my brush straight up above the nail? And I'm swiping back and forth. Now I'm going to make sure that I have a little bit more in my brush, load it up a little bit, just a little bit, and go in another direction. Go vertically, go diagonal, go into the clear parts of the nail, do whatever you like. I just love how this looked like one of those windows in the winter in Canada. That's where I am. When we have those frosty mornings and you see those cracks in the glass. I just love what this ombre effect does. So that's all you need to do. Figure out where you want your little lines and then pop that in the light for a final cure. And this is how it looks. Look how awesome that is. Doesn't that look like an icy window? Some frosted glass. Here again is how it looks on with all the different colored chromes, with that blue chrome, with that gunmetal chrome, and again with the electric green. I just love how these turned out, and I can't wait for you guys to try them. See you on the next video. Bye.